So apparently Josh Brolin is the only guy in Hollywood that can make The Rock look worthless. He's fought the Avengers, he's fought Deadpool, and now he takes on the cartel. And with that, I'm welcome you to another episode of The Road Mentor. My goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So Sicario 2, Day of the Soldado. This one I was actually really looking forward to. I'm a huge fan of the original Sicario back in 2015, directed by Denis Villeneuve, who is one of my favorite directors now. Since then, he's given us a couple of great movies, Arrival and Blade Runner 2045. Unfortunately, he wasn't going to come back to direct the sequel, so I had some reservations because of that. But I'm still hopeful because it does return two of the three major cast members. Of course, it's no longer Emily Blunt, but we do have Josh Brolin and Benicio del Toro back at it again. Now here we have Josh Brolin's character. Of course, now he's been tasked to go against the cartel again, but because now the cartel has found a way to smuggle in terrorists, I guess for their additional income, if you will. And to help him do that, he, of course, brings on the services of one Benicio del Toro, of course, the Sicario, which meaning Hitman, from the original movie. Now, overall, I thought this movie was okay. It didn't really reach the heights that the original one laid forth, unfortunately. There's a lot of things to like about this movie. Overall, it's good. I enjoyed it. It was fine. Brolin and Del Toro, they bring it. They're great together, of course. And the movie does carry on some of the same, it has the same gritty, dark feel that the first one had. There's really dark tone too. It has some good moments of tension, similar to what the first one gave us. But it falls short more with the script itself. This is a more straightforward movie. The first one was so great about it is we have here this world that's kind of engulfed in gray area, if you will. And we have Emily Blunt in the middle of it, and the audience sees through her eyes exactly what's going on, discovers what kind of world she actually lives in. They explore that. Here we don't have that kind of central character, really. It's just a straightforward story, and which is nicely set up, and which is kind of odd. And it goes back to the script where it felt like two different movies. The beginning, which I prefer the most, was it was a great setup. Had the government here hiring Brolin or tasking Brolin to obviously bring on the Del Toro's character and then coming up with a plan to get back at the cartel. I thought that was fascinating, really well done. I was kind of buying what was going on. I was really interested and intrigued to see where this went. But then about halfway through the movie, it takes a little bit of a curveball and the movie becomes something else. And that's where we get to meet Isabel Moner's character, a young girl who we saw last in that garbage fest of the Transformers movies last year, 2 years ago, whenever it was. And she's actually very good in this movie, particularly considering she has to go up, and take on like someone like Del Toro and Brolin, who are great actors. She definitely holds her own. That's positive for her. She got a bright future ahead of her. But again, that movie takes that turn. It just, not to say that it's not good, it's fine, but from what it built up, I was hoping we kind of stick to what they had laid the groundwork in the beginning of the film, which is why I think the script lacks a lot. It's well directed. Again, the performances are really good. It's got some good tension, good action in it, but overall, the movie just doesn't really elevate it more than just an okay thriller movie. It's you watch and you probably forget about in a couple of days, to be perfectly honest with you. Not a bad film. I still enjoy watching it, but at the end of the day, this is one I would say you're probably better off watching this at home on Netflix and all that. If you're a huge fan of the first Sicario, you're looking to watch something a little bit different, by all means, you can do worse than watch this movie. It's fine. It's okay. It's not a bad movie at all. Trust me. But again, Sicario was such a good movie that the expectations were definitely raised on this one. And you're going to go in those expectations. You're going to be a little bit disappointed. It's one of those movies where, again, the first half is great. Second half was fine. The script was weak, but it has to have enough positive things in it to warrant a viewing within the theater or particularly at home. So that's as much as I'll say about this movie. I don't want to get into too much details or spoil it too much. But at the end of the day, Sicario 2, you guys are going to watch it. If you do, check it out. Let me know what you guys thought. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.